Welcome to the Bubba Army YouTube channel.
Careful.
So, Lummy, here's the deal.
Yeah.
I want to talk about something. That you asked me not to talk about. And so...
This should be good.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Now, Lummy, you've worked with me for how long?
A long time.
Okay, now, let's ask every other employee. If you gave me some type of nonsensical drama and you asked my advice on it and you said, please don't bring this up on the air, promise me. What do you think I'm going to do?
Open the show
Bring
with
it
it.
up on the air.
Oh, at least within the first 5 minutes
Yeah.
of the program, have it wide open like an opening festive woo, like just I ripped the Band-Aid right off of it and threw rubbing alcohol right into the wound.
The fresh wound.
You can't set me up with better content than that.
Right.
Like Lummy, I couldn't write it any better.
I thought it was kind of like, hey, you know, Papa Clem.
What, your buds?
So Lummy,
Guess again.
Lummy texted me yesterday. I'm literally paraphrasing the exchange. Hey, Papa. And I'm not kidding you guys. This is exactly how it went.
Well, we know.
Vince Foster, 1,000 bits.
Can I talk to you about something as a friend? Well, of course, Lummy. And not be on the air tomorrow? And I go,
Of course, Lummy. Anything you tell me won't end up on the air.
Yeah, he told me that too.
And then I particularly said, listen, if it's about like Wilbur or something like that, yeah, we probably shouldn't. Yeah, of course, not on the air. And I thought, oh no. Anyway, he goes, he doesn't even let me really answer the question.
I can't wait to hear what it's about.
Me too.
He doesn't even let me really answer the question. He just goes into what's bugging him.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I think I got, quote unquote, dirty dogged today by Anna. And I go,
What?
That's exactly what my reaction was. Anna.
Oh, you know you did. Okay.
Hold on, now listen to me, Anna. That's exactly my saying. I go, dirty dog. He goes, well, I like having the belt, but I'd rather not even have it if you're just going to give it to Anna. I go,
Are you really upset about that?
I don't know that he's upset. I just think that it's
Enough to text you.
It's in his head.
Yeah, it's the trickery. And how happy and you just and Bubba mind. I just wanted to. I still got you faked me out.
That's what he kept saying.
Salute me. I'm the champ.
What he
told me
kept
to take
saying.
my headphones off.
But I'm as lost now as I was then because he kind of got into this deal and he said after Dirty Dog he said tricked and all and so I'm like, Lummy, you don't have to answer to her. You don't understand. You can tell her literally F off, bitch. You can. You don't have to follow. If she's trying to work you.
I see.
If you think that she's trying to work you, Lummy, and to get in the belt, I can assure you that I don't think that she's that maniacal, first of all. And secondly, it's just your stupidity. You lost the belt. She didn't trick you out of the belt.
You gave it to her.
He doesn't want you to think that you gave it to me because he wants you to think that it's a prized possession, which it is. And I didn't do anything wrong.
What do you mean? You were like, and you're
I heard
like,
the music. I
"Come
got
over
excited.
here, bitch boy.
Salute me, and you did.
All it took is for her to say salute me, and you gave her the belt.
I took my headphones
And he
off.
saluted me.
But here's the deal. So he gets. But here's the deal, Blitz. Now I am kind of starting to come into my setup here, and Lummy goes on. I guarantee it was at least 2 or 3 minutes of what he just went through. Well, saluting and I'm just like, and I go, Lummy, what's the real issue? Like, what's the problem?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, sir. Nothing. And I go,
What?
And that's how we ended it. And so, Lummy, I'm as
You
lost.
flapped him up because he had something else he wanted to talk about.
Lummy, I'm as lost then, yesterday at 3:30, as I am now. What was yesterday's phone call about? What was it? What were you trying to?
What was it about?
What were you trying to say?
No, I just feel I because it like Jonesy said, the brain game that you're playing, my score's a 9, and that there's this I'm
Your what
getting
score?
mine effed over my VAD score. Okay, and I'm just being a huge pee, and Anna is in on this, and like it was all a big whodunit and how she did it, and then it was like, whoa, and then I thought you thought I wanted to give up the belt, and I didn't really want the belt because then Blitz was sitting there going, well, if you know, he did give her, and you did a rule, and I don't want you to think that I didn't respect you giving me the belt.
This is the same thing he was spieling last night. So this is the same stuff as he was saying last night. And I'm just
me and Lummy talk on the phone a lot. I know how these conversations go.
And I was just like,
"Oh, you spitting me out too, Blitz."
And so
I say hello, Lummy.
So then again, Lummy, at the end of the conversation last night is the same thing I'm going to say right now. What's the problem?
Like I said, I didn't want you mad at me thinking I gave up the belt, and I also thought that she tricked me, and then I kind of wanted to feel you out to see if it was a big where you had a plan to have her trick me to give her the belt to see how easy it was for me to then give her the belt, but I didn't want to show you disrespect.
Alec Jones Garrison over there thinks it's some giant conspiracy against him.
Again, Blitz is exactly what he was saying last night.
I know.
And I'm like, now I'm not even mad. Now I'm like, I want to hear more of this nonsense. And
that's why I stay on the phone for like an hour or two with Lummy sometimes. It's hilarious.
So, Lummy, buddy.
Yeah.
Are you trying to say that she screwed you out of the belt?
Yeah,
this was a Tampa screw job?
You understand that I didn't give her the belt, and
well, you did. Technically, you did.
Yeah, but I didn't do it in like a way that you were scared that, well, like if Dr. Dan gave me $5 or I just didn't care anymore and I wanted to get rid of the belt because I thought it was mine.
Didn't pay you for the belt.
Well, I know that.
That's a fact.
But she did. She did kind of, And then Bubba said he wasn't going to give it to her, and then she already was like all happy, and I think she knew that realistically she was going to get the belt, but then you somehow saw me give it up so easy, and then you were like, "Oh no, I wasn't going to do it." But then, I gave it to her, and then you're like, "You gave it up? I can't believe you gave her up." So I wanted to kind of almost clarify.
That one little marble inside that Folgers can? That's what's going on right now, man. He just
ting 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 ting.
And I think he may. So, Lummy, were you having
this? It's like a pinball machine.
Were you having this struggle with yourself yesterday, and then that's why you wanted to talk about it?
Yeah.
And then you thought that this talk. So, Blitz, let me ask you a question. If what we just heard is what I heard yesterday, would you be able to keep that quiet from the show?
No.
No.
I want to know how he was going to form all this into a text.
Exactly.
Ashley drafted it.
I don't think I could have, but I thought maybe if I kind of said hey, I thought the belt was kind of taken from me. I didn't give it up. I was bamboozled, and I thought maybe Bubba would, come back with, it's all good, buddy. I love you. Understand.
Is this what you daydream about?
I don't know what. You guys.
Don't you have a kid to worry about?
But here's the thing.
Who's napping?
Please, everybody. Please, I want everybody to understand that, this is not a get on. I'm not trying to get on Lummy here. There's no punishment or I'm not mad at Lummy. I just can't help but share this with the audience as to what I had to go through yesterday, as to what this guy's got going on. I mean, how do you not keep that off the air? How do you not talk about that?
Good call.
And, Lummy, God bless your little soul, but I still don't know what you're trying to say. I know this. I think you might be a little bit mad that Anna has the strap. You feel as if she kind of set you up to maybe as you called it, double dirty dog you.
Yep.
And and then you want me to know that although I hadn't said given her the belt yet, you thought that was coming, so you gave it to her.
He was trying to be proactive.
Realistically, those words were never uttered out of my mouth. A real true belt holder doesn't give it away until the boss man says, hand it over.
Yeah.
You hold on to it, with all of your life, thinking, the guy could change his mind. Because, Lummy, quite frankly, I was only going to give you a belt warning.
Yeah, well,
I mean, I wasn't even going to give you a belt violation.
Someone gifted it to me.
So, realistically, Lummy, Blitz, this has to be scored as a gift.
Oh, it was.
Oh, come on.
Thank you so much.
Like at the end of the day.
I mean, I'm the first gifter.
Yeah, and you know what?
And I got crap for it.
And you saluted.
No, hold
Thank
on.
you so much.
And you didn't even gift it. Like, you gifted it to her.
I would have loved to gift it to Dr. Dan on Monday.
Like, Blitz, if you had the belt, you're like, you know what? Dan and I went out this weekend and let me drive his car around a little bit. And Went to the Coffees and Cars show, whatever.
Yeah.
And I got bit by a bee, and he stitched me up. Whatever.
Yeah, he stitched me up with that big giant bee sting.
Whatever hero act Dan could potentially do for us, right?
Right. Sure.
And you have the strap, and you're like, I'm gonna gift it to Dan. Then you tell me you like to do the gift. We do the whole ceremony of the gift, but it's still on record as gifting it to Dr. Dan, somebody cool.
And the Chopper Keeper as a gift.
And yeah.
But I ain't got no Ferrari.
Hold on.
Or no medical skills.
Lummy, you want to talk about jobbing yourself even further? And I didn't even have this mindset yesterday when I talked to you, but I should have just stopped in your tracks and said, oh, yeah, you can feel as if you're sorry and it may have been taken away, but you're the bitch that gifted her. This belt was not handed down by the office. This belt was scored as a gift.
Yes, it was.
Thank you.
Blitz, the commissioner of our show. How do you score that, Blitz? Was that somebody was awarded by the office, or was that a gift?
That was a complete gift and a salute.
Thank you for the salute.
Just giving it away, and then saluting afterwards, like it doesn't even mean anything.
Yeah. You go down as the biggest bitch in belt history. So far, you are.
Yeah, I am.
Every time he hears his music, he just wants to give stuff away.
I'm gonna play it every day and say, "Let me give me $10. Buy some lunch."
I'll do it.
Man, you can't buy lunch for $10 anymore.
No way.
I went and got this is a little bit against my diet parameters, but I cheated on Sunday. I went and got a Bacon King from Burger King, medium, onion rings, Dr. Pepper, $10.25.
Did you use the app?
No.
Oh, that's why.
Lummy, give me the modern day era of the championship belt of the BRN.
The Jesus era of the Bubba Army co-host.
What are the three eras that we have in itself, Lummy?
Jesus era, Caveman era, and the original era.
You know, it's not
error.
You don't pronounce it as if it was a mistake that the third baseman made. Error. Scored as an error. It is era.
My other side of the family's from New England, so sometimes
I've
you
never heard of New England accent.
Era.
I've never heard.
Yeah, the Kennedys.
The Kennedys call it era.
No, don't try to tell me
you ain't no Kennedy.
You ain't no Kennedy.
I'm not Kennedy, but they're from New England, and my other part of the family's from New England.
From Cape Quad?
They're from Cape Quad. Stop it.
No, they're from Warwick.
All right, so it's called era.
Era.
Okay?
Era. It's the
Sounds
Jesus
so
era.
natural.
Yes, the Caveman era.
How many? Okay.
Original era.
I'm watching The Departed right now.
All right, Lummy, from the Jesus
From
era.
the Jesus era. The Bubba Army Co. Championship belt has consisted of Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire JD, Lummy, Anna, Lummy, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire JD, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire JD, Lummy, Caitlin Hatley, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire JD, Anna, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire JD, Lummy, Dr. Dan Diaco, Esquire JD, Lummy, Anna, gifted by Bitch Boy Lummy.
So, Lummy, not only did you think our phone call that we were having was private, but two, it's even biting you more in the ass because I didn't even remember while you were talking to me yesterday that the belt was gifted.
No, that's even worse.
Like I wasn't even thinking about that. I would have even bitched you out even more.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder.
As Blitz told me, sometimes
here's
stop
the deal.
talking.
I'm not like getting on you at all, buddy. I'm just. We want things properly scored and denoted around here, do we not?
Yes, sir.
Very much sticklers on the stats, buddy.
Yeah.
So, sorry I had to talk about our conversation. And I don't want anybody to think I'm getting on Lummy because I'm not mad at you at all, Lum. We worked right through that now, didn't we?
Yes, I understand.
Did we answer your question? I don't think so.
No, not at all. I don't think you think that. I think that I didn't gift. Never.
Do I know?
Oh, shit, everybody, come on. You don't think that I think that you think that I think. That you might think that I thought.
That I gifted the belt because I didn't respect the belt. And that's what I think you think that I was thinking at the time that I did that.
Huh?
When I think you think we think.
Exactly. Anna gets it. Ding ding.
Hi, I'm the CEO of this corporation. These are my employees. These are what we talk about here. Can you imagine if you're in a major company's boardroom and you got an employee who goes, boss man, I'm thinking that you're thinking that I thought that when you thought I thought about that, when we were thinking that you thought I was disrespecting you, but I wasn't thinking that at all. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I just wasn't thinking.
Man, what are we building? I hope we're not building anything smart out back because we are a stupid company.
Have you seen the shanty?
Oh, come on. Don't pick on the shanty.
Blitz, it's
survived multiple hurricanes.
No, here's
hold
the
on.
problem, Blitz.
Yep.
Here's the problem. And you tell me if it's this. Tell me if you think maybe I'm right, because you're like, you probably know what's really happening down there. But here's just my white trash Kentucky windage opinion. Okay, we got a lot of rain this past summer, and really, really soaked that wood.
Yeah.
And now, as the wood is starting to dry out from being soaked all summer long, it's getting moldy and brittly.
Oh, it's getting brittly.
So there was.
Blitz, is that correct?
Yeah. After Lummy left yesterday, there was a few bananas in the kitchen that were starting to get rotten. So me and
by the
Anna,
way, they love them.
I know. So me and Anna went back there to give them to the goats. It was just 2 bananas, and there was a piece of wood like just sitting out there in the open with screws sticking straight up, where like if anyone or the goat stepped on it, they would have cut their foot. So I had to go in there and rescue the goats from this shanty wood that was just laying there.
So you mean that was the wood that was formerly part of the shanty, but it's now fallen off?
Nail up.
Yes.
Because
like
the goats
2
jump off
inches.
of a, it's white trash jungle gym for the goats. They're out there doing full gainers and stuff. They still think it's pretty cool, but it's just so.
Oh yeah, they love it because they don't know any better.
Yeah, and Blitz, you know what? I just met our neighbor, Doug.
Yep.
And he's the people that own the building next door, and this guy's very successful and very rich.
Yes, he
and
is.
his building over there is super cool.
He's a nice guy.
And I said, Bruce, what do you think about us as neighbors? And he goes,
Well, he said, number one, my name's not Bruce, but go ahead.
his name's Doug. His name's Doug, right?
Yes.
I go, Doug. He goes, we like you guys. You guys are pretty cool. He did. You know that they think we're the bunch of hillbillies over here.
Of course he does.
This guy's got 6 Lamborghinis over there.
Well, he told me a few weeks ago, I was talking to him, and he told me that the van they had there, he's like, I didn't like the way the van looked, so I went and bought them a brand new Sprinter to have.
Now, Lummy, there is some big rabbit controversy.
Yeah, well.
So,
yeah, Lummy.
I don't know what's going on, but.
Well, it was, remember we came up with, instead of
the whole round, somebody sprayed too much Roundup.
The hawk that lives there, I saw it carry it away.
Yeah?
Yeah, the hawk, it carried it away. And then one of the raccoons got the other one.
Yeah.
That natural, the animals.
Yeah.
Natural, the animals.
Just like the virus,
Is
right?
that what I'm supposed to tell his irate wife?
Yeah.
That found their black bunny
Yeah.
completely zoinksvilled out with its fropping at the mouth?
It wasn't the gallon of Roundup.
Nope.
It was the
It
hawk.
was the hawk that dropped it and the raccoon animals.
Yeah.
Nature taking its course.
Yeah, so they have little bunnies over there, but Blitz, we should at least get credit for being the first neighbors in this community to have an animal. Like, we have. Like
I don't think they have bunnies over there. It's like our ducks. They're just like
Yeah,
on
and
the
they
property.
feed those other ducks too. That was the whole duck keeper.
They think that some of our animals are theirs.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm just going to go over and tell them, hey, listen, it's where you sleep at night, and they're all sleeping on our property. Like in child custody, Blitz, you could have the kid all day, but wherever the kid sleeps at night
That's their home.
is considered that's a night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, if you have them like 3 nights and 2 nights, it's whatever. You can manipulate the system. It's children.
Okay.
No, but like, it's official. Where you live is where you sleep. Like, that's where you live. You could be out all day somewhere else, but if where you lay your head at night is like considered your official home.
Right.
That's
and
fair.
all those animals sleep over here, don't they, Lummy?
Oh yeah,
Every one of them.
and I've seen
In our
bunnies
shanty
over
town.
here
But
too.
do we really want to claim the ducks and the bunnies though?
Well, the bunnies are cute.
Well, I know that our neighbor's wife is full hot because she thought that black bunny was hers.
And now
And
it's
they
dead.
and they have a little bunny pin back there. I told they're not in the goat, duck, snake, frog business like we are. They're just in the cute little, we got a couple bunnies over here, and they really are bunnies. there are bunnies that go over there and try. Our bunnies are white trash trying to work the rich people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They're trick or treating in the rich neighborhood.
Yeah, our bunnies are over there trick or treating in the rich neighborhood. Okay,
looking for the
we're
full
handing
size
out candy corns
they're
over here.
Looking for the full size Snickers.
We're handing out candy corns here, or 4 pennies. I had neighbors that would put 4 pennies in Scotch tape, and not 5, 4.
No, they didn't use aluminum foil.
Nope, Scotch tape.
What was the
Did you
last
take
name?
them and throw them back at the window?
Yeah, we throw them.
What do
Yeah.
you think, Anna?
What was the last name?
What was what?
What was the last name?
Goldstein.
There was no Jews in Warsaw, Indiana.
You racist, Lummy?
I didn't say it. He did.
Lummy, how dare
I
you?
guessed the last name.
I'd like to file a complaint.
That is
Lummy is a Nazi.
Hold on.
Lummy,
Hold
that's
on.
anti-Semitic.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Hold on.
Why would you
I
say
am admitting
that?
Lummy.
Goldsteins that aren't
Lummy,
Jewish.
2 F-bombs and an anti-Semitic
That's
slur
not-
in
no, no.
1 week?
It's
And-
actually
and a-
more
and a
that you
salute.
people
You didn't
think.
ask if the last name was the Plumbers,
Salute.
or you went right to the Goldsteins.
I know a lot of Goldsteins. Pitbull's last name's Goldstein, okay? I don't think he's Jewish.
Well, that's a lie.
Don't try
How do you know?
to cover your ass
I
by
know.
saying that your black friend is named Goldstein.
I just-
There's no black guys that you hang out with named Goldstein, okay?
There could be.
So now you just lied.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Tyrone.
Has
I
actually-
thought we were in show business and we're working here.
His full name is
Listen to me.
Pitbull Goldstein.
Then Lummy comes with the, I thought we were working. That doesn't include FCC and or Semitic violations.
Yes.
Semitic, what are you talking about? Anna, it's Jewish. We're allowed to talk
Exactly,
like that.
and that's
No,
why
you're
I'm
not.
offended.
You're not. Yes, and the Jewish person is the one that's filing
And
the
you call
complaint.
me a Nazi and I'm German, so I'm offended now because we don't appreciate that. So
not
you're
German.
racist.
You're not German. Look at
When was
you.
the last
I'm
time you went
not
to Germany?
You
Roboliski.
can't spell Germany.
I thought you were from Massachusetts.
That's where the Germans were from.
We're Massachusetts.
That's the
How
Arab
far
people.
back are we going? I think if we go far back, we're all almost part of the same society at one time or another. If you go back, my Native American heritage might have been hanging out with Anna's Native American
we're all from
heritage.
Adam and Eve.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, so we're all Jewish. If you think about it.
No, we're not.
No, we're all African.
Yeah.
No, because Adam and Eve were. Never mind.
Okay.
Because Adam and Eve are what? Let me go ahead
Well,
and walk us through this.
obviously, if the Jewish religion believes in God and that Adam and Eve actually came from God, and then that's how the Jewish religion started, then technically Adam and Eve were Jewish, and then everyone came from Adam and Eve, so we're all Jewish in one way or
Well, at
another.
the end of the day, that's not really. It should be probably geographically where Adam and Eve were from. Would be what we're really a part of, right?
Okay, so they're from Israeli, so we're Israelis.
They're from Israeli.
Israeli.
Oh, Israel, whatever. So we're all Israelis. Yeah, exactly. See, broke it down.
How long has Israel been around for?
Huh? A
long
long
is-
time. Well, no, it hasn't been around that long because technically, if you think about it, it's been switched over, and the people have been taken into slavery for millions of years, or if technically thousands of years, because they don't believe in millions of years. The Earth hasn't been here that long, according to the Bible.
Earth.
What the hell? The more he talks, the better it gets.
Well, they're going off the Old Testament, but they don't believe in the New Testament. So technically, we don't really know that gap between the BC and AD. There's really no timeline on between there, but they don't believe in the AD. They don't believe in the New Testament.
Hey, Bubba. It's obvious that Lummy went and saw his doctor yesterday.
I did. Yeah.
Teamed up.
And he's double dipping using mine too.
He's making up for lost time.
Hold on. Not only is he using.
I can't help it. I have 2 nuts in my head now that are spinning, and they're looking good because if you think about it, it's true.
I got 2 nuts in my head that are spinning and they're looking good.
Yeah, if you want to get real philosophical on the whole Bible thing, I mean, realistically, that means we all came from that side, and it's all that. So,
What
yeah,
side?
the Jewish side.
Does Jewish has a side now?
Yes, well, technically, no. I don't know. But
Imagine like roaming around Earth like this
Imagine
with this brain
Imagine being Ashley.
or Wilbur.
they listen. I mean, I think.
You
They
think
sit
Ashley
there. They
listens?
sit there. I mean, they kind of just see. Well,
I have
Wilbur
no
again.
idea what you're talking about now.
Well, he doesn't talk back, so I mean, it's pretty easy to talk to him.
Yeah, you guys will be intellectually
I
on the
will be
same.
talking soon.
Yeah, and he'll know a lot of things.
No, I won't.
Lummy, I
You
again,
got where I'm going, and I think a lot of
No,
people do.
I
if you
don't.
really sit there and think about it for a minute.
you got where I'm going. I think a lot of people
If you-
do.
if you don't think about it at all, it makes perfect sense.
No, you got to think about it and
think about it and break it down, buddy.
I did. Think about that. The Jewish religion believes in the Old Testament, and Adam and Eve are the first two people. So, and they are Jewish. I mean, that's where the religion came from. They worship God, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. They had kids, and that just kept going. What religion did they have then, Anna?
I don't think they did. I think Abraham was considered the first Jew.
What? So you're saying that Adam and Eve?
What?
So you're saying so they didn't worship God?
Hold on.
Why were they writing the book? Why were they writing the Bible?
Anna answers the question religiously based on her faith, what it really is, and Lummy goes, "What?"
So what was Noah then? So what was Noah? Because Noah was before Abraham.
Was he?
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. You got Adam and Eve in Genesis,
Noah?
and then a little bit in Exodus, and Noah was Exodus and Leviticus. You didn't see Abraham until Numbers.
They call it the Abrahamic religions for a reason.
No, hold on, you don't see Abraham till where?
Like Numbers and Deuteronomy.
I don't know if that. I don't know. You might be right, but I know that Abraham is considered the first technical Jew.
Lummy, you're the dumbest sounding right guy in the world.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, it was because then it was Cain, Abel, and then after Cain and Abel, then that's when all the things started happening. And then they had the Tower of Babel. Abraham wasn't around for the Tower of Babel. He was after the Tower of Babel because they had it where they were trying to build this big tower to go up to heaven, and that's why God had them all switch out and go everywhere. And then there was a huge flood with Noah. And then when they came back with Noah, then Noah's family was technically the only one that was actually around. And then like that, then you had Abraham, who saw the burning bush and all this other stuff.
That was Moses, homie.
Sounds like a Star Wars.
No, Moses. No, it wasn't.
Believe this crap?
What are you talking about?
Exactly
Moses was the baby in that lived with the Egyptians and then freed.
Talked to the burning bush.
Okay, whatever. But Moses, but
Abraham.
Like
a science fiction deal.
Fine. Abraham went up to the mountain to kill his son.
Yes, Isaac. Right.
Yeah, and guess what? That was after Noah.
L. Ron Hubbard could have wrote a better book than this.
Well, he did.
He did. I mean, that's where he probably got half this stuff from. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. All right. Then I'm wrong. What? The Bible's right. I don't know. If Abraham's the first Jew, then you know what? Then he named himself the first Jew. That means Abraham came up with the Jewish thing. So then you're right, Anna, and that's why you're the champ. Congratulations.
Lummy, nobody's arguing with you.
Lummy, salute her immediately.
Lummy, no, don't salute her.
He did. Thank you so much.
And he's my immediate supervisor.
Don't blame this on me.
With his left hand.
Lummy.
Yes.
There's
no saluting.
No, I don't even know where to begin with you, buddy.
Do you want me to text you later and we can go over more Bible things?
No. Are you okay? As a friend, are you okay, buddy?
I'm good. I'm just, when you're sitting there.
Are you double dosing right now?
No, but when you sit there and you have all this, like your brain just starts expanding and you start thinking all these different things and you have time to just sit and think. I think, you start seeing things like I started looking last night even into how the flood was. And I think that technically, obviously, the flood wasn't the whole entire world, but it was just the Mediterranean Sea was filling up because it had such a big drought. Solar 4 2018, 3,000 bits.
Because somebody left the whole
Someone left the water on.
Left the water on.
Yeah, because God left the water on. And he flooded it. He told Noah before. See?
All right, buddy.
He built a big ark.
Wait, I think you could be the Tony Robbins for dumb people.
He just said he was thinking about all that last night.
Well, yeah, I was thinking about during the day and stuff. You
think about stuff during the day.
Like, he was thinking about the Great Flood.
So yesterday, Lummy,
I got squirreled by it.
I can honestly say, Lummy, that yesterday I didn't think about the Great Flood.
Oh. I got squirreled when I was,
leaving the water on?
No, no. I was thinking about it after I was thinking about all the animals and the goats and the ducks and all that kind of stuff. And then I started thinking about how
Noah's Ark
and the 2x2. And then I started thinking, well, there's no way that certain animals could have got on, obviously. And then there's certain animals that weren't around that area where they were saying.
Right, because it's a fake story.
Okay, well, you know what?
Exactly.
It might not be a fake story because the whole point is that the Mediterranean was very low because there's actually cities that are found in the Mediterranean that were flooded from back then.
Here, Ashley.
And they found the ark. Thank you.
Run.
In the Alps. Napa might get to 5 subs.
Run, honey.
They found the ark.
Run.
They found wood up in the Alps. Because the water.
Do you ever wake her up with your thoughts like this?
Hello.
She'd shoot me.
Yeah.
Hello.
She doesn't know where the guns are.
You're on the.
If you go on Google Earth, you can see Lummox's goat castle from space. That's how big he built it, brother. If you type in studio.
That's right, Tampa Terry. Thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
Tampa Terry. This wasn't even this wasn't even good heat. This was stupid heat, Tampa Terry. Sometimes you come up with some decent heat, but this one was quite stupid, my friend.
Well, it just shows that Lummox has no self-control, brother, because you told him to stop building the thing, and he couldn't stop building it, and he can't stop drinking or can't stop gambling.
No, Tampa Terry, that fake heat now because I did stop building it, and you're just trying to get cheap heat now because Bubba called your BS call out because you didn't bring the heat and you wasted your one phone call this early.
Let me have to back you on that one, buddy. I really do got to back you on that one.
Yeah, Lummy's right this time, for sure.